Welcome back, Ninja Chicken here. This is the third video of my little series that I'm doing. So we got the Sorcerer's Tower built, and I'm gonna be just upgrading my resource buildings, trying to get them up. As you can see that I'm around 18,000 an hour for wood, 15,000 for stone. It looks like what, 5 or 8,000 an hour, and then 300 an hour for food. Now of course, like I said before, this is all times 10, so what you would see here in the live version would be like 2,000 wood an hour, 1.5 thousand an hour for stone, etc. I'm just trying to build all my wood or my forester huts up to level 3, and then I'll move on to the stone mines up to level 3. Since I'm going to try and rush as fast as I can to get a second city and also a castle, I want to make sure that my resources are pulling in as fast as they can while I'm waiting for the buildings to build, since they will take a while, especially with the construction speed being so low. And again, I sped this up. The whole game is sped up by 4,000%, so it is moving a lot faster than what it was in alpha. And as I go on building the forester huts, I also try and build up my sorcerer's tower, because the end goal is to get level 10 so you can start refining your resources. And what that allows you to do is to, if you click on research up on the top left, you would be able to research different things. One of them is title advancement, or what we call TA, and that will allow you to get a second city. And that's, like I said, that's one of my goals, is to get as fast as I can to get a second city. Second city allows you to get more resources, more of an army going. It's pretty essential to get a second city as fast as you can, as long as you're not damaging yourself as far as building your first city goes. What I mean by that is like building up your resources, or if you're more military, you want to keep raiding more. Granted, you can only have 5 slots for raiding, which isn't too much. Right here, a raid is only worth, I think I send about 20 vanquishers per raid, so that means at 100 vanquishers I could stop building if I wanted to, till I built a castle, or till more level or different level dungeons came up. Right now I think I only have a 1 and a level 2 around me, so I can't do too much. As you can see, all my raids right here, 24, 21, 20, and 15 units. So I'm pretty much almost at my max as far as the level 1 goes. That's right by me. And you can see that I'm completely out of resources, so I'm just waiting until more come in so I can build. And I'll try to again refresh and see if dungeons appear. I also noticed that sometimes when I was refreshing, that I'd come back with more resources. So the resource timer was bugged a little bit. Something about the resources. So every once in a while I'd refresh, and I'd come back with more than what I was showing before, which was helpful. I don't think that was a bug as far as me getting extra than I should have. I think it was just that it wasn't getting updated like it should have. And I do jump around in server time, because a lot of it is just waiting around, and it's pretty boring to just watch me move my mouse every once in a while and check ranks and chat on the chat box. So times do speed up I also tried to get my cabins up to level 4 and 5. You can see that I jumped a little bit on my sorcerer's tower is now level 5, building level 6. And also my cabins are up to level 4 because of the long times that's going to cost me. It's going to cost me a lot of time for my sorcerer's tower to build. And as far as resources, total resources go, you want to make sure that you get all 4. In your first city anyways, you want to have it mixed because you do need all 4 of them for your title advancement. You need 50,000 of each, or 50 refined resources of each. So a lot of people will lack on food. As you can see, I'm building another farm to get more food incoming. I also felt that I would have to buy food items to get my TA, because of the amount of food that you get at low levels it's almost pointless, especially when you're going into live versions. I mean, I only have like 100 food right now an hour. There's no way you'd be able to get a quick second city without using some items. And you can see here, it's taken 15 minutes or so for my next level of Sorcerer's Tower. So of course I'm going to speed that up here, so you don't have to sit here for 15 minutes and watch that go down. Maybe. There we go. Down to 1 minute now. Nothing really happened in between. It was just mostly chatting and trying to get through to Ragip. I guess that's how you say his name. Ragip? I don't know. And if you're more military, you want to make sure your barracks can keep up with your enlistment queue. There shouldn't be any problems during the live because of the time that's going to take to build the vanquishers, or even rangers. If you have plenty of wood, you can build rangers as well to help out with the raiding. And again, I'm always checking my rewards to make sure I have everything claimed, especially the gold and any kind of resource rewards that I can have, because, well, the more resources you have, the more you can build. And as you can see, with my low construction speed, there's really no need to to have a whole bunch of cabins. There is some need to have some, but you don't need 20 or 30 right away, because you won't have the resources anyways. So there's no need to go crazy when you could actually build more resource buildings, and you would get more resources that way, other than building just cabins. So you want to keep that in the back of your head when you're building your first city, you don't need so many cabins right away. Once you get up into the level 7 Sorcerer's Tower, the academy at level 7 or so, when it's taken 3 or 4 hours, then you might want to think about getting more cabins so you can so it doesn't take as long. And you can see that I dropped down in ranking. I'm now rank 32. It's just going to jump. Now I'm 28. It's just going to keep jumping, because especially it's going to keep going down because of me building the Sorcerer's Tower. And that takes, sometimes it's going to start taking 30 minutes or so for each level. And that's 30 minutes of other people building their resources up and getting more points. So I'm going to drop in rank. And like I said, it really does not matter. If you want to be number 1, go for it. I don't even try to get up there until day 3 or so, because it's just it's pointless because everyone else is building their own way, and I only care about going for my second city, or in this point is to castle first. I wanted to get my next command slot open, so I have 6 command slots, either one to plunder or another one to raid, depending on the people around me. Because even another raid slot is, at this point with 20 vanquishers, that's 2 grand of resources combined. That's pretty helpful. Even though it takes an hour or two to get back to me, it's still something that I don't have before. And here you can see that my Sorcerer's Tower level 7 was going to take 30 minutes to build, which isn't too bad for only having 300 construction speed. That's a lot of that's going to be a big difference between what it will be in the live version, since it is all times 10. And here you can see I'm building another training arena because I want to keep building vanquishers, and they're too slow to my liking, so I'm going to build another training arena to try and get some more speed going. And also I know I'm going to be taking a while for the Sorcerer's Tower, so I want to make sure I keep my enlistment queue up, because I don't want to be waiting until my Sorcerer's Tower is done building so I can build a barracks, or build up the levels of the current barracks that I have to recruit more troops. I always want to be able to recruit troops as I'm moving up. And right now in game, it's been about 3 hours and 40 minutes. I believe we had a patch at some point already, or we're going to. So it's not 3 hours and 40 minutes of actual gameplay, but it's still pretty close, and I'm at level 7 Sorcerer's Tower, which is pretty good. I'm going to have to go up to level 8 Basilica because I'm running out of space. I only have one more building slot left, and I'm going to need more if I want to build a academy, which also takes level 8, and you need that for your you need that for your senator. Your senator takes level 10 academy, and that takes forever. So there's a lot of buildings that you need to have before you can even think about getting a second city. Your first goal should be to getting the refined resources up, because that's going to be the hardest thing to get. As you can see, I'm just building my cabins because I'm going to be going up another level in my Sorcerer's Tower, I believe, here soon. And I don't want it to take 2 hours. And of course, you don't have to build it as fast if you don't want to. You could definitely build your resources up. This is just how I did it. Like I said, I wanted to rush as fast as I could to get the second city. There's so many different ways to play this game, so you have to just figure out what you like to do and how you want to play. I'm going to start leveling all my resources up to level 4, and also making sure all my cabins are level 4 as well. And again, I just keep checking around, see who's popping up near me, whether it's going to be for farming or it's going to be for my lines that I'm in. And you can see I'm starting to increase my troops into the dungeon. Still at this point, because of the progression that the dungeons take, it really wasn't needed for me to up them, because I wasn't going to get that much loot since I was only killing about 6 monsters and each monster only gives 25 resources. So I wasn't getting much anyways, but why not just send them all, because what else are they going to do? Especially since I don't have a castle right now. And people talking crap since I'm not number 1, especially for rating. Since the last Smackdown I was ranked number 1 for rating, and even in this Smackdown I did not get number 1, I was number 2. I went for the plundering instead, where I was number 1. Just tooting my own horn a little bit. And you can see I saw that the monster, but the times that it takes to get to the boss is just not worth it to me. I was just looking at some picture that Gordy sent out. And you might have saw it for the brief second that I do now have a level 2 mountain right above my city, which is perfect, especially because mountains give you higher iron content, or I should say loot. Currently level 9 Sorcerer's Tower, and now I'm building the level 8 Basilica. So I can start building my castle in about 8 minutes, because you need level 8 Basilica to build your castle. And I have about a little under 600 vanquishers right now, which will be perfect for targeting my neighbor. And all my raids right now are targeting that level 2 mountain. And you can see that my food is going up. It's right around 12k right now, which I'm going to need up to, I need to get to 75,000, because I need 50,000 for the TA, and then 25 to settle the second city. So we're right around a little under 7 hours of game time. Like I said, there was a patch in there somewhere, so it's not exactly almost 7 hours, but it's close enough. We'll just keep saying that it's, been 6 hours and 40 minutes. That's fine. Alright, my town hall is done, and then I build my castle and start going from there to build my academy. So there you go. I built a castle within 7 hours of the game, and next video should be me attacking them. Oh, I guess I'll attack him right now. Which was a bug with me being able to attack him without actually finishing the castle. You can see the castle is still in the queue and hasn't even started building yet. But I think I cut out here soon, and then the next installment will show that I actually do report that, because it can be exploitable, and I do exploit it. As far as for testing, I was allowed to test that. I wasn't doing it for my own personal gain. But thanks for watching. Ninja Chicken here. I'll get the next video out soon. Thanks.